Hey, you! Do you want excitement, puzzles, mystery, and laughs in the same book? Well then, Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library by Chris Grabenstein is for you. Here's a little sneak peek. Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library is a book about a kid named Kyle. He's about our age, in 5th grade, and is very interested in games. He doesn't like reading, and he doesn't really care about the new library opening. But then he gets in trouble and is grounded, so he cannot play video games. Luckily, the new library that is being built has computers that he can play on. But to get in there for the recent opening, he has to win a contest while writing an essay. This essay includes many things, such as, why are you excited to visit the new library? Kyle, foolishly not knowing that he had to write an essay and instead playing games like board games and video games, didn't write his essay. So there was no way he could get in, but he gave it a chance. So he asked his friend Akemi for a piece of paper and wrote down a very short essay. The only bad thing? Well, when we found out what he wrote, he just wrote that he liked balloons. And this made his chance of winning, you can guess, pretty low. So he went back home, he tried writing in his essay, and he wrote this big essay, says so much description, but it was late. So he tried sending it to Mr. Lemoncello himself, and it just had a loud beep that said error. So he didn't expect anything from it, and he thought, I'm not going to the library, I'm grounded, whatever. It's too late. And then next day at school, something great happens. They start calling names for who to go up. Kyle is very disappointed because his friend Akemi gets in, so he'll be even more lonely without his friends. But then, last person picked, Kyle Keeley. Kyle was amazed. He didn't actually think his essay went in, even though it was late. He still got it. So, in a couple of weeks, he was gonna be going to the library. He was ungrounded though, so he didn't even care about the computers anymore. Also, with that win, he got an extra $500 at a game store to spend his money on. Instead of him spending all his money for himself, he was nice and he shared it with all his parents so they could get their favorite games. Also, it all ends out pretty happy because he goes to the library until something really surprising happens there. Well, I don't want to spoil it too much, but if you want to know, then you should go buy the book. Also, let's just say there's one other enemy of Kyle, the Chiltingtons, Charles Chiltington. He says, Chiltingtons never lose. But is that true? You'll find out if you read the book. There was a movie made of Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. So if you're not much of a reader, maybe you want to watch it because they're about the same. But in my opinion, I think the book is better and it has much more details. And now for some reviews. Review by Burpee, a kid who is 11 years old, says this age is for 10 plus and is 5 stars. He says it's excellent. This book is very intriguing. It presents a moral and throughout the book. There is a ton of adventure. There is also a great role model such as Kyle Keeley. Its educational value is great as the book also brings up America's histories of its authors. If that doesn't tell you to read it, I don't know what does. If you don't believe me now, let's read another one. By Rax, a kid. He is also 11 years old. He says this is for ages 8 plus, 5 stars. He says a great book. He book makes us kids can't stop reading, letting us really want to know what will happen next. Do you want to know what happens next? 'Cause I think you do. All in all, Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library by Chris Grabenstein is a great book. You should read it, buy it, and just explore the whole series, because there's more. There's Mr. Lemoncello's Library Olympics, Mr. Lemoncello's Great Library Race, and Mr. Lemoncello's All-Star Breakout Game. If you want to check these out, you can go to any library, like Kyle Keeley did. And now, here's some fun seeds from the book. Oh, dang it. I'm not going to be getting into the library. And next, we would like to call up Kyle Keeley. Me? No way! Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And now, to end it off with a real-life review with a real-life person that I didn't read online. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Nalik. I really liked this book and I thought it was 5 stars. You should read this too. Thank you for having me.